I always start by laughing. Oh, God. You're not going to believe this one. I don't. I have told you over and over and over how dangerous the Mormon church is. They are, I don't know, maybe worse than Nazi Germany, and I'm not exaggerating. Let me tell you what just hit my YouTube, okay? Jeez. I've told you and I've told you. Okay. YouTube notified me with Google, said, can we put ads on your videos? We think that would be a good idea. And I said, well, I don't care. Go ahead. And so, you know, the first month I made, I think, $1.21 for the whole 30 days. And then the next month I made like $8. Whoa, big money. And now this month I made $25. And I've told you the money that I make. I donate to the Philippine children. I don't need the money. Let me tell you what YouTube and Google did this morning. They sent me an email that said, your advertising account has been suspended. In other words, it doesn't exist anymore. And I said, whoa, what happened? It's not that I need the money. It's not that I even give a rat's ass about the money. I'm just saying, you know, I've always, my videos have always been approved when the Mormons spam them. YouTube looks at them within 10 minutes and says, this isn't spam. The Mormons have many underground ways. The Mormons will not grab a sword and a helmet and a shield and come after you. That's not how they do it. They do it behind your back and under the table. Now, let me just tell you, I went to my 13-year-old girl and I said, honey, what do you think? And she came up with the same conclusion you're going to come up with, okay? Now, I get hits from every continent, all over the world. The Philippines, Japan, Asia, Malaysia. I get in Africa, 2 or 3 Africa areas. Brazil, I get a lot in Brazil. Argentina, Chile, England. Europe doesn't really give a rat's ass about the Mormons. You know, I'll get 1 or 2 hits in all the European areas, but nothing that is significant, okay? Now, let me tell you what my demographics, the demographics can't lie. They're generated by computer. My demographics show that most of my hits are in the United States. Of course, I'm talking about mostly the Mormon church. Well, the demographics can be broken down. I have put 4 or 5 videos out saying that the Mormon women were basically 16% of my audience when I started, and now they're 83%. Well, I do not believe that the Mormon girls have done this. It's the Mormon guys. There's no doubt in my mind. I know females in the Mormon church. They're not aggressive. They're not angry. They're not mean. It's the men. It's the men. Well, I told you when I first started, most of the men that were looking at my videos were 55 and 65 years old, and that was an old demographic, and most of my people now are 35 to 45. Well, pretty soon the men disappeared. The men disappeared in Utah. Utah is still getting all the hits, basically, but the men aren't watching. What did the men do? Well, Google and YouTube said I have too many false hits. My ads are deceptive. I'm clicking on them myself. And I'm trying to pump up my 28 cents a day. Jeez. I'm saying to myself, so they want me to have an investigation. They said, do you want to appeal it? Well, I thought, I don't give a rat's ass about the money. I could care less. I have enough money to do what I need to do. And I thought, well, you know, why let the Mormons run me out of business? It's a principle. It's a principle. So here's what, God dang They are so dangerous, and they're so under the table. You can't fight a Mormon because they're like rats and cockroaches. They're everywhere, but you can't find them. So here's what they did. They instructed probably 4 or 5 elders quorums and said, you know, this guy's telling the damn truth and it makes us look bad. We want 8 or 10 men for a day or two just to click. Just a damn click on his ads. Just keep clicking and clicking and clicking because we know YouTube and Google are going to put him out of business. That's how they work, folks. That's the beauty of a cult. They know the rules of society. They don't obey the rules of society, but they know how to trap members of society who do live the rules. Now, my account has been perfect. I told Google and YouTube, I said, you know, after I produce a video, I watch it. I do watch it, and sometimes I will click the up thumbs because I think it's good. And I check it for technical difficulties. I've had 1 or 2 that have been accidentally erased. I've had lighting problems in 1 or 2, and I've had audio problems in 1 or 2. And I told Google and YouTube, I said, I do look at my own ads or my own videos when I put them up. Well, I looked at their rules, and they said that's common. That's common. But we've got evidently hundreds or thousands of hits, and our advertisers don't think they're getting their money's worth. Half of my ads are from the Mormon church. So they've got a couple of elders quorum presidencies and maybe 1 or 2 Relief Society presidencies saying, look at his YouTube, and when you look at it, just click. Then look at it again, click again, look at it again, click, click, click. And pretty soon, the computer over at YouTube goes, what the hell? He must be doing something illegal. He's got his brother and his mother in there clicking his ads like crazy. Well, you've dealt with me long enough, you've watched me long enough, and you know damn well I don't do that shit. I don't have any motivation to make an extra 17 cents, none. And I told my daughter, I said, what do you think? She says, I think the Mormons are clicking on it and trying to run you out of business. And so I put an appeal in. I don't know what YouTube is going to do. YouTube has been very fair to me on spam. The Mormons will spam me, and the spams only last 15 minutes because YouTube will go, it's the Mormon church, and people, you know, trying to hate him. Well, now I've hit another section of the YouTube computer that goes, he has way too many clicks on ads, and he's trying to pump his money up. I made like $2 the first month, like $6 the second month, and this month is the big one. This month is $21, and they don't pay you a cent until you get to $100. Then they send you a check. Well, the God's truth is, I would rather not have the ads there. To tell you the God's truth, you know, I'm a little bit of a maverick and a little bit of a nonconformist. I don't need the ads. I don't like to see car ads and Mormon ads, and there's been a few others of religious ads that go on that basically I can't control. And so I like to do the videos. They're my fun thing to do. And I love to report to you the Mormon church. This is the way Romney is going to be if you let him be president. He's going to use, like J. Edgar Hoover. Now, most of you are way too young to remember Hoover. But he was the head of the FBI. Oh, my God. He had files on everybody. He had taps on everybody's phones. And if you let Romney in there, Romney has been trained to go to Google and YouTube and go, well, we don't like what he's saying. We can't stop it. Oh, I have an idea. Let's put false clicks on there because I know that'll hit their computer, red flag, and David will have his Google account suspended. That's what happened. It's suspended. Now, I put an appeal in, and I just simply told the truth. I said, I will click on my own ads to check for technical problems. I checked, and I told them, I said I checked on one Mormon ad for Mormons.org or Mormons singles to see if it was brand new, to see if it was a legitimate ad. And it was. It was a legitimate ad. And I could join, and I still sometimes will get a couple of, on my email, that there's mates in my area. So I haven't erased off of there because I don't know how. So the Mormon church is humiliated because I've been in a long time. I'm not somebody that was 2 months in the Mormon church and I have a whole bunch of ugly, bad things to say. I spent a half a century in there. I've been in sacrament meetings, sound asleep. I've thrown Cheerios at 14 kids. And I've been paid tithing, and my kids had no insurance and no dental. And I hit BYU the other day. You'll see under my ad here, or my video here. I found that BYU girls were hitting my videos from the dorms. Well, the bullshit, the Mormon church went bullshit because that is the next generation of tithing. And they go, we don't want David making money off of anything that he does. Let's stop the ads because the Mormon church comes up under my neck, and I think they think I'm endorsed by the Mormon church rather than advertising, and they will do anything. So if you find me bleeding at the neck in the next couple, this doesn't surprise me. This doesn't surprise me at all. I've expected my kids to either been harassed or kidnapped. I've been expecting false reports and whatever, and here's the first one. This is how Mormons are trained to rule the world. And if you disagree with them, or you just simply say, hey, it's not for me, I don't believe in your church, you become an enemy. And they're so sexually repressed people that they got nothing better to do than sit at the computer and stare at the computer and click and click. We're doing this for the Lord. We're going to shut him down. We're not letting him take any more tithing money for advertising. Yeah, the whole $26. We're going to shut him because the bishop and the stake president, they got a letter from the first presidency said, David is an ass. He's telling the truth, and that hurts us more than anything. If you try to argue scripture and you try to argue history, you're going to lose. You're going to lose. All I'm doing is telling you what happened to me in the Mormon church. They can't stop it. Now, are they going to stop it someday? I don't know. Will they buy YouTube and purge me? That's a possibility. That's a possibility. As the Mormons keep sending their money in, they are going to destroy anything that tells the truth, anything that is not a positive reputation. So anyway, I'm laughing my ass off at them. I don't give a shit about the advertising, so they've won nothing. I would rather have you click, and there I am, rather than a Ferrari that I'm part of the real economy, which I'm not. I'm a little bit of a maverick. And that takes some type of individual to do these videos. You don't see these videos from anybody else that tell about their experience. You can see Mormon videos that the Book of Mormon chapter 13 doesn't fit with the Bible over here. And, I get lost in that shit, and I don't care. I don't care. I just wanted to share with the world for as long as it lasts, which it may not last. I've seen some of the I Am a Mormon where a guy said, I'm inactive, and Joseph Smith was a pedophile. It sneaked through their computer crawler, and I got a copy of it, and he's gone. He's gone, just like my Google ads. I'm telling you, Romney scares me. His politics, I could care less about. His family appears to be nice people. But don't let a Mormon be in charge of the presidency of the United States. He's trained in the same 50 years I was trained in. He went to the same wars. He went to the same temple ceremonies. He has learned to fight, fight, fight. And he'll smile and smile and smile. And once he gets in, the doors are going to shut. And he's going to say, who are our enemies? And the Mormon church is going to be able to have access to the White House. And you'll see more shit like this. I should have the freedom. Like I said, I'm not concerned about the ads. But I should have the freedom to put the ads on if I want. The Mormon church is not in charge of the advertising of Google and YouTube. But they figured a way out. They figured a way out. So if you're a Mormon, congratulations. You're not going to see any more car ads. My appeal will probably go in the shitter. I don't care. I've had my say. My therapy is good. I haven't lied to anybody. I don't have to make any apologies. I'm simply telling you what's happened to me in 50 years. And today's been a new day. YouTube and Google have been taught to hate me. The Mormons have been clicking on my ads, making it look like me and my family were pushing up the hits so my income would go up from 23 cents a month. So anyway, have fun. Have fun. Thanks.